I can hear you. Okay, actually, I lied. Go ahead. There you go. You got it.
Hi.
Your camera.
Oh,
Oh, it'd be great if
no.
I had this. Hello.
Hi.
How are y'all?
Good. And you? Let me turn it up. Hold on.
I'm good. I'm good. Oh no. Okay, go ahead. You let me know. Can you hear me all right?
Yes. When does it keep
Yeah.
doing what?
Boop boop boop. Are you on an iPad?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna automatically focus on whoever is
Okay.
talking. So if
Here,
you
let me
miss
bring
it,
it
just
closer to
FYI.
it.
Okay. So just FYI, have you
Okay.
ever done a Zoom call on an iPad before?
No. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You have. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to let you know. Sorry. You'll see it and it's great. It's not bad. I see
Snorting.
why Apple put it in there. It's okay. I see why Apple put it in there, but sometimes the mechanics in Apple when you're on a Zoom call, when you're talking, it'll just start gradually just zooming into only your face where you only have your nose and your eyeball and you're like,
Great.
what? So if it happens, it's okay. And know that if I laugh at it, that's the whole reason, because it's just like one of those funny memes. So y'all, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Thank you for letting me run behind my first client. Her daddy needed a lot of help getting in. And so I appreciate y'all. So let me tell you how this works. Actually, first, I'm gonna go ahead and breathe for a second and feel. Hang on. Where are you? See you. And normally I plug this in over here, but we're not going to do that today. Hang on. Okay, you're there. Okay, somebody just showed up. There's a female too. It's like there's a party. Funny. Hold on. Like somebody's going like this. They're like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's just like a very sit down party. It's not a big crazy one. Hold on.
Darn. No, I'm just
Oh, I know, right? Exactly. Was there I don't know if this is or was, um, somebody's trying to flash me an image. Was there this is mom in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Mom? Okay.
Mom, daughter, granddaughter.
Holy crap. Oh my God. Way to go with the 3 generations. Were whose like mother was like bedbound hardcore, or was like there's a woman that keeps showing herself, or somebody keeps talking about a woman that is, hold on. I don't think anybody was ever really hospital bedbound though. That's weird. I know. Oh yeah, there's a difference between hospital bedbound and like regular bedbound. Hold on. Give me a second. Mom, did you have a woman in your family live till like her late 80s or like 90s, like getting up to like that area?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother did. Okay. Just because how she looks, they keep talking about her. Now that's the female spirit that showed up for half of a second. And all she says is, and I'll tell you how all this works here in just a second, but she shows up and she says, she lived a very long life. And I go, oh, and then and I quote says, it was before all the beauty stuff came out. And I think she's like referencing like me having Botox like that. So she's like joking about, oh, absolutely, because she likes things like more normal. And she says like, but no hate. There's no hate to that. I said, I know. And which means she was not afraid to say what's on her mind. But she says she comes from the more older school community, and I said, I like that, welcome in. And she's just talking about, she says that when she died, her skin was like, I wouldn't say all the way like wrinkly, like she's just talking about having beautiful skin like your mother does. But she says like how old. She is very smooth, but like for old. And she's happy to be here. She's very happy to be here. And she wants to let y'all know that she like watches over all of y'all. Like she's like the angelic spirit that is going to lead all these other people in. And why? Tell me. Who? She's very stubborn. That's all she says. She says, I said, so who was taking care of you? Who was taking care of you? She says, I don't want anybody to take care of me. And I go, oh, okay, that's okay. And she's talking, and I quote, and she says that, tell me, so would your mother come in and try to take care of her, but she didn't like it, or she didn't
Yes.
like,
Yes.
yeah, she goes, oh, when she goes, oh, this is how it looks in my head. And there's all these feelings that are attached to this. So I'm reading all these feelings. See, there it is, the Zoom. There
I saw it.
And yeah, and it's okay. It's okay. And she says, I'm fine. Don't you know this? I said, I do now. And tell me. Who? She's talking about a dog. Hold on. Your mom did not have a dog in her house that would yap, though, correct?
Right.
Absolutely. Okay. I asked her, I said, did you have any, like, while you're there, I said, did you have any like really good friends or like animals that were around you? And she goes, no, I did not want a dog to. And I said, well, why are you referencing this? I said, did the mother have one? No, she didn't have one either. I go, oh, okay. So again, it's just this opinionated, straightforward, very nice woman that is very point blank. And why? Hold on. The granddaughter should have been named after her. But I digress. It didn't happen, apparently. Just like that. And why? Hold on. Yeah. Why? Chiquito. Is that a boy you're talking about? Hold on. Is there like an even smaller, like younger male or something like that? Or like, who has the boy?
I
I know
have a
you
boy.
don't, granddaughter. Oh, you do. Oh,
I do.
okay. That's who she's talking. Okay. She goes like this. She says, oh, and I said, so what do you do? What do you do? I said, was anybody else named after you? She goes, no. And I go, okay. And then she says, but tell them that I watch the Chico. So like small boy, right? And, or the boy. And I said, who? I said, is it like a random? Oh, no. Them. I'm like, okay, thank you for being exact. And she says that, are there two boys that go along with you? Who has the two boys?
I do.
You do. Okay, that's you. Okay, she says, oh, and so, I also watched the two boys. So that's your sons as well. And so she says, I have so much stuff to do. I have so much stuff to take care of. Look at me watching all of these grandkids and these kids. This is what I do, but I like it.
She did that.
That's how she's very, and why? Hold on. Who? Oh, Marie. Hold on. Marie, are you with you're dating somebody right now? You're with somebody right now?
I'm married.
You are married. Okay. She goes like this. I said, so what do you do? She goes, oh, Marie, love of my life. And I go, oh, okay. And she says, it's good. They both take pictures, or like she's talking about you making him take pictures with you or something. And she's talking about how pretty your smile is and how he's like, like attempting to smile with it. And she says essentially like, she says like, oh, he really doesn't like it, but he'll do it anyways. And yeah, that's what she's like talking about, the thoughts in them. What? Hold on. I swear more people are gonna come in just a second, but I'm fully engulfed in this woman right now, and she's so fun. Tell me. Mary? Yes. Okay, we have the Guadalupe Mother Mary just entered my brain. So what are you talking about? Hold on. And I quote, flashed it all the way. Why? she prays. She says, pray. Everybody needs to pray. Everybody needs to pray. And she says, please do that. It's good. And it helps me. That's what she says. And why? Hold on. Oh, I said, who else is there? She says, my husband. And I said, oh, okay, he's there too. She says, yeah, but he's been gone for a while. And he's somewhere. And I said, oh, okay. And like, we don't need to focus on him. Apparently, that's and I quote, hold on. Do you know if like the grandmother's husband like cheated on her a lot or something?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. I said like this. I said, so why do you feel that way? She goes, oh, and he like that. And she showed me a little pee-pee doing that. And I go, oh. And what?
He passed away way before her.
Wait,
when my
I
dad
know.
was his
14
teens.
Yeah, a long time ago. That's what she said. She said, oh, he's
years
been
ago.
gone for a long time. And she says it wasn't just for me. And why?
Grandmother, the way she's moving and her gestures.
Yes.
like-
Oh, she's here. She's in my body. That's what
She
that's what they do. Yeah.
She passed when I was 4,
2, I think. 2.
2. I don't
my
remember.
God.
I don't
You
remember
don't
her, but
remember
I
her.
do know that she adored me.
Yeah.
She does. She adores you. I would have to say your great grandmother has been like your guide for most of your life. And by the way that she's talking right now is not normal unless people pray and people talk to them and people build that connection, because how she has the ability to come through and do this is really, really cool. This means that like there's a big connection, and we'll talk about like how that works and stuff like that. And just the funny about the man, hold on. Tell me, is he okay? Is he okay? Hold on. Yes, he's fine. I take good care of him. And I quote, so apparently we're talking about dad, I believe, and dad is fine, or dad, like she takes good care of him as well for some reason. So we're going to have to talk about where he is. Hold on. Come here. What? William. Interesting. Hold on. I have my spirit box on at the same time. So hold on. I'm going to take a screenshot of that because that is something later on. Tell me. Tell me. Hold on. Where are you? I'm trying to see if she can bring somebody else in too. She can. It's just going to take me a second. What happened? I said, where are you at? And so she was born and raised like in Mexico area. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay. I asked her, I said, where are you at? She goes, Mexico. And I go, oh, okay. Like it's just that's how it came across. And I said, so you're not like Puerto Rican or something like that? No. And I go, okay. And she says, like, that's where she stays, or like, that's where she lives. So when we cross over, we all create our own version of heaven, by the way. So if your version of heaven was living in a vacation home in Montana, well, you are probably going to go and create that version of it. So for her, that is her version of it, right? Without all the struggles, without all the money stuff, without all the sickness. So it's like all the good parts of your life all smashed together. That's like your heaven. And anytime I read people, this is the funny part. Anytime I read people that were like born and raised in Mexico and they live there and their heaven's there, they always are having a party when I talk to them. So in the very beginning, that's why I was like, oh, they're having a party. But I had to confirm with her, like, that's where we were at and not other places, you know? So yes, that would make sense. And they're always playing the guitar. And why? What happened? How many? I think there's more than that. I don't think my brain can handle all that. Did she have like 7 or 9 kids or something like that? Or what is 7 or 9? I know you didn't have 7 or 9, or like 7 or 9 grandkids right now or something.
Oh, maybe the grandkids.
Maybe. I think you're bouncing between maybe 2 grandma's.
Two people. Yeah, that
Yeah.
could be. It could be. It could be. Yeah. Somebody put 7 and then they put 9. And I know it's not 97. Like that'd be a year, but it didn't feel like when somebody passed. So we're going to keep that there. So we'll go back to that number in just a second. Tell me who? Who? Oh my God. Marie. What does this mean? Somebody is talking about you didn't, just to confirm, you did not get your tubes tied though, correct?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Somebody's talking about like you complaining about that area a lot. Or like maybe there's some like interesting feelings. I mean, periods are interesting feelings, like to begin with, I know. But
I
what is that about?
I've talked about getting my tubes tied.
Oh, you should.
Okay.
You should. Yeah, sorry. Just because that's a very random thing for them to bring up. And they keep talking about you walking around and going, but it doesn't feel like pain. It doesn't feel like, I have crazy endometriosis or that, I'm going to have cancer or anything like that. They just have you saying, like that energy.
Mhm.
And they're saying, you should do it if you're thinking about it. And why? Your grandmother, your great grandmother, she goes, oh, but he could. But oh no. Like that exactly. And I go, oh, okay, so that's a no, no, no. So let me tell you how they talk before. I mean, already we're deep in this. So number one, obviously, it's just me. I'm gonna have this little notepad. All I do is scribble. So when you see my hand going, that's all I'm doing. Okay. And it's because I get anxiety when I channel, and this makes it go away. The next thing is when they talk, how do they talk? So spirits are everywhere and your loved ones are with you. And we're essentially saying, can you please go over, hop in Amy's brain and play with it like a computer? And some spirits are amazing at it. Like, I don't know if they've been practicing. That's the best way I can describe that. Maybe they've been practicing. Or the other thing is like y'all been praying and talking to them and stuff like that throughout your entire life. So your channel is bigger. That's why we call it channeling. Okay, so you're a channel, I'm a channel. This is what happens. So when they come in and they talk in 4 different ways. They have the ability to kind of like communicate in these 4 ways. So the first way is signs and symbols. They can choose all these different signs and symbols that I've had in my head over the years, maybe like a plantain. That means somebody's from Puerto Rico. Don't know why, but it is, right? And so they'll put all these symbols in a line and I'll create a sentence out of it, and they give it to you. The next thing is that they will talk in feelings. This is mainly how spirits talk. This is also how spirits in heaven or a higher vibration talk. So they will come in, and remember how like I talked about how she's giving me these feelings and like this is how it is. So they give me all those feelings and then I have to translate it into English. So essentially she can give me the feeling of if somebody was taken off life support, they would make me feel what it was like when I was standing next to my dad and took him off life support. They will do that for every word. Like when somebody says, how or why or no, I don't like, each one of these has a different feeling and they will play that and I will turn in English. The next 2 things are that they will try to talk by taking my own memories and kind of like realigning them. Now, this can be everything from watching a movie to another client session to things that I had happen to me when I was 5 years old. They will recall it and they'll put it in a line and say, this is what I'm talking about. The only issue here for me personally, because you have to remember, I haven't seen everything, I haven't done everything, and I haven't been everywhere. So I'm from Texas. I don't believe in snow. I've never been out of the country, and I haven't really been north of Oklahoma. Okay. So essentially my little area is small, but they will take like, YouTube and other client, everything. Okay. And they'll try to realign it. So if you ask me something like, Amy, what did our neighborhood look like in, I don't know, Baltimore, Maryland growing up look like? I have no idea. Okay. But they may be able to pull up a show that I've seen like NCIS and they'll bring up something from that. And I'll like, okay, I'll talk like that. And the last thing is words. Sometimes they will come in and they will just say words. And I just got to tell you what they are. Names are very hard. I'm not saying it's impossible, but again, they only have my brain, right? So if I haven't heard a name, they can't bring it up. So like, let's say somebody was coming in and they wanted to talk about Figueroa. Okay, I've never heard that name. I'm just bringing that up. And so I've never heard it. So I would probably say, oh, is there somebody with like a really interesting F name, maybe with like 4 or 5 syllables? That's how that comes up in my head. Okay. And so you just have to think for a second. Yeah, Figueroa. Okay, yeah, that's a very interesting F name, you know. So
Mhm.
there was somebody's referencing the F again. Hold on. Who? Ah, man, there is a Franco. What? Y'all don't have like a Franco or a Francisco or something like that going on anywhere?
Um, Technically, yes, but not, yeah,
Oh, who's that?
her sperm donor.
Oh,
Well, your ex-husband.
I'm not gonna say that. I don't want him to be my ex-husband.
yeah. Oh, there you go. Sorry, your grandmother. Remember, she's sassy. Okay. So I brought the Figueroa up, and she goes, "Oh, you know." And speaking of, and I go, "What?" And she showed me San Francisco. Then she showed me Franco's Italian, and then she showed me my guy friend that I worked at a grocery store with back when I was like a senior in high school. His name was Francisco, and she says, "Talk about this," and I'm like, "Okay." So again, it's just an example of that. And why? Oh. She says, "Oh, don't worry about it. There's many of them, many of them." Do you know if that sperm donor, I have one of those too, by the way, thank you. So I get it. Is he already at it with another kid?
Several.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's what she says. I said, "So what about?" I said, "How is he doing?" I said, "Is he being good? Is he helping or what?" And she goes, "Oh, no, no, no. Pop, 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 pop. Those are like kids. Boop, 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 boop." And I go, "Ah, I got you." And she says, "He doesn't learn. He doesn't learn." I said, "I know, I know." And then she gets a hat and she puts it on backwards. That for me means that he feels like he's really cool. And she says, "Oh, he's so cool." And yeah, so she gets it. Tell
By
me,
the way,
come here.
wear
What?
his hats backwards.
Oh, does he? Oh, so now she's just mocking him. That's what that is. Now she's just mocking him. And what? Tell me about this. Hold on. Hold on. She okay, I'm bringing in a guy. Your grandmother, great grandmother is hilarious. Hold on, come here. Bring him in. She may talk for a lot of them. Come here. Hold on. Oh, Poppy, I love you. Oh, Poppy, I love you. So she's talking about dad. She's talking about dad. She says, hold on. Hold on. No Zoom. I don't want this to be here. Hold on. Come here. Come here. Hold on. Weird. So Nick. Hold on. Wait, so is this this is dad and husband for y'all?
Yes.
Oh,
My grandfather.
okay. Your
Well,
grandfather.
yeah.
Okay.
Grandfather, but like a dad.
I'm gonna call him dad. Yeah, all the way. Yeah. She goes like this. She says, was when he ended up crossing, um, he was not able to like speak back or talk back to y'all at all. Okay. So your sassy great grandmother is like, "Oh, Poppy, oh, or Poppy, right? Dad. Oh, dad, I love you. I love you." She goes, "He heard you. He heard you. He heard you. He was up here. He heard you. It's okay. It's okay." And she was like there to bring him home, or she was partly there to bring him home. And she says, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." That's what she keeps saying. And why? Tell me. His mom, hold on. It's funny. Your grandmother is like, he says, "Oh, and she was here too." He's talking about his mom is crossed as well.
Yes.
Oh, she is. Man, he's very young family. She goes like this. She says, "Oh, but I was there. Oh, but she was there too." I go, "Oh, okay." And she says, like, she brought him home. Tell me where, what was going on? Hold on. What is that? Making him snore. Why are you snowing? Do you know if he had like a really hard time like breathing, or was he supposed to be wearing like a CPAP machine or something? Okay,
Yes.
interesting. Yeah, he goes, they have it go, and they showed me plastic, and I'm like, okay. And he says that, tell me, very loving, very nice. Hold on, just shows up. And what? So this is mom, this is your home?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he just shows up behind you and there's a feeling of like coming up and trying to hug you, but trying to hug all of y'all. And I said, oh, yeah. And I said, oh, what are you doing? I said, whose house is this? He says, mine. Mine? I go, oh, okay, that's okay. That's how I knew it was yours and nobody else's. And he says that he's like trying to get into the fridge, which is interesting. But because you're there, he's like, you know, and you don't have to move, by the way. But what? Tell me. There were always snacks in there. I guess mom cooked really well, which is really, really good. And like he's always snacking or trying. Oh, wait, you would serve him though, but he's snacking. Yeah. He goes like this. He says, "Oh, I could wait for her. Here, eat, or I could just continue." I said, "Okay, good. I like this." And he says that, "Ooh, so do y'all have you have a I may get this wrong. You have a gas stove right now?"
Yes.
Oh, you do? Okay. He's these are going to be random things that they bring up. Are you ready to let you know that he's there? He just scooted over in my head, and I heard like when you light a gas stove like that, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." He's just being he's in the kitchen with you. And
Oh.
why? Why? Hmm. So he ended up passing away in the hospital.
Mm,
Do you know? Weird.
no.
He keeps going.
Well, go
Hold
ahead.
on. He goes like this. He's talking about like other people being able to be there to help him. That was the whole thing. He's talking about people being there to help him over and over again. So I'm like, maybe these are nurses. And he's saying that, tell me where. Shit, dude. What happened? Um, hold on. Hold on. Weird. My thing just said doorway behind you and kitchen. Interesting. Um, he keeps showing. He's complaining of the pressure, or what is going on? Did he suffer from lymphedema, or was he suffering from like ankles or like calf swelling really bad?
Yeah, it's fine. He's
Okay,
ready.
it's okay. Okay. Yeah, he goes like this. He showed me, so they have these compression socks and I wear them to like keep my blood pressure going a lot. And he's telling me how he hates them. Or he's telling me how annoying they would be. And he says that he like doesn't want to wear them. And I said, "What are you doing, sir? What's that for?" And then he shows me like swollen. And I go, "Oh, okay." And he says that, tell me, oh, hold on. So granddaughter, do you stay here quite often?
I come visit.
You do. Okay. Yeah, he goes like this. He's talking about when you come visit or when you come stay here. He says, he goes, "Oh, and I tell her, good night." Good
Oh.
night. That's it. And he's just like, "You can come over. You can come over." I asked him if you lived here and he said, "You just come over." And he says that, tell me. Interesting. He's talking about Marie going, oh, she has this husband, but it's okay. I still hug her. I still hug her. I'm the one that she really wants to hug. I go, "Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha." And he says that, tell me, oh, where? Okay, tell me, take me to your last. I'm having him talk instead of your great grandmother, who apparently has the most energy out of any spirit that I've channeled in probably like 3 months, which is so interesting. Tell me, come here, Dad. Hold on. What would be the significance of like end of February for people? Or is it somebody's birthday, the very end of February, beginning of March?
Wait, when did Grandma's?
No, Grandma's is May.
When did he go into the hospital? March?
November. No, I'm sorry.
You said at the end of February.
That was when, March. He went.
March.
And
March.
he went.
Yeah. Yeah. So he showed me Pisces. Pisces, the symbol for Pisces, that's usually February 22nd all the way through like March the 23rd, I believe it is. So yeah, that's what he's showing me. And he made me feel that energy. And he goes, oh, this. I go, okay. And what was going on at that point?
That's when we took him to the hospital when he started getting sick.
Gotcha. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, he was talking about how it was wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. I said, was it cold where you're at? He goes, no, 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 no. It was a good spring day. And he says, we don't have to really worry about getting cold. Where are y'all at?
California.
Oh, no shit. Okay, that makes sense. All right. All right, that works. Yeah. I'm like into February here, it was like 40, you know, during the day and like 28 at night. I'm like, He says, tell me, come here. Why? Hold on. Where? He's talking about he doesn't like to take medication, which is fine, but like people are making him take it or something. And he's talking about how, tell me, hold on. What was going on with, were they having issues with like his heart going crazy out of beat, or were they having issues with it like fluttering or something like that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. It's okay. He just made a reference to where he would have to watch caffeine, or he would have to watch, I don't know. He just made a reference for that. And so I'm like, what do you mean having to watch caffeine? What does this mean? Do you have any idea?
I've been kind of doing that myself because I've noticed that I get a lot of anxiety, and I've been
Oh,
kind of
you.
I've been monitoring my caffeine intake.
Oh,
making
good.
sure-
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, no, absolutely. He showed me heart, he showed me fluttering, he showed me that, and then he showed me a single cup of coffee, and then he showed me like no energy drinks or like cutting down all of this stuff. And I'm like, sir, I was like, why are you drinking so much fucking coffee and energy drinks? I'm like, this doesn't seem like you, and it's because of you. Okay, so know that he's like recognizing that. I'm glad you caught that because that was a very, very intense sign in my head. And hold on, it's very hard for him to talk about passing. He like it makes him very sad. He wants you to know that like he's around. We're gonna keep going with it, but it's very like it almost feels like I'm pulling teeth when I try to bring it up for him. Hold on. Come here, Mom. Tell me. Why? Why? Hold on. Right here. Hold on. He says he wanted to pass in his home. He says he wanted to pass in his home. He says, like, I wanted to die. I wanted to die right here. Right here. Right here. Did we not get a chance to do that? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's not mad at anybody about that, but he's just like frustrated the situation, you know? And he says, like, don't worry, I found my way home. So he came back home, so nobody has to worry about that. And he says, you're a really good wife, by the way. He says, Mom, he says, you're a really, really good wife. You're a really good partner. And he says, like, honestly, he can't thank you enough. He can't thank you enough. And why? Hold on. Did you still have that thing? Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
He goes like this. He says, I'm going to go up and I'm going to her. And he says, it tickles. And I said, what are you talking about? And she says, oh, she liked it. And I was like, you still have that? Is that a thing? And he's just talking about that. He says, tell me, hold on. Hold on. I don't know what that means, Dad. He's talking about how, Mom, you really don't do like gardening or anything on the outside. You just have like potted plants and stuff if you have
Yeah.
that. He has you go out. He says, and I quote, and I don't want you to take this as a negative thing. He says, oh, he says, you can have a hobby. And I said, what do you mean a hobby? And he goes, oh, she can go out. All she does is go in the backyard and waters plants ever so often. And I said, what? He says, you're not being like Snow White. And he makes a reference to like nature, like calling in and having fun. He says, no. None of that. Because I was asking, I said, like, what do? Do you garden? Do you what? California, it's a beautiful place for that. And he's like, no. And he says, only watering. And he says, and that's okay. He's just referencing like how funny it is and how he likes to be with you and he sees everything. And he says, you're already too busy as is. Oh, you keep a very clean house, which is very good. And she says, oh, I'm so tired. What? Tell me. What do you mean by that? And you do what? Do you actually vacuum your hardwood floors or something in here?
My kitchen.
You vacuum your kitchen? Really?
Yeah. You do?
No, that's okay.
Ask for a floor. So instead of sweeping, I vacuum.
No, that's okay. I get it. I've seen that a couple. He goes like this. He says, and ask her why. And yes, and it's hardwood or it's no carpet. And I said, okay, I'll ask her about that. So again, it's just a funny thing to let you know that he's there, that he sees that. I've never had that brought up in my sessions ever. And he's talking about, so next time when you're doing this, just know he's like floating around you, like watching. Okay. And he what? Tell me. Ooh. He says he wants to dance. And he can apparently now. And he like goes up and he like wants to dance with you, which is very cool. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
danced with him a few weeks ago.
Wait, really? In the
Yeah.
kitchen? Where?
No, I was in the back, my back bathroom, and I had music. I always play music when I'm in the shower or I'm getting ready to go out, to do things. And our song came out and I danced with him.
Because he was there. Oh, I've never had that brought up. Yeah, he goes up and he grabs you and he goes, oh, and tell her I danced with her.
Oh.
No, that's real, by the way. Uh-huh. That's very real. Oh, that's a cool cover. Hold on. I just got all these goosebumps. I have to reset my brain. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Why? Can you tell me what it is? What does that mean? Is it a Spanish song though? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Just because I said, what song is it? I said, can you tell me? Is it a love song or what? And this is all I heard. Da 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 da. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's a Spanish song. Just because it's very grand. And I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to get that one. And then he played hold on. Oh. Interesting. Is it from an artist that's like more old school than Juana's?
Yes.
Ah, okay. See, that's my limited that I have on that. I said, who is it? I said, is it older? Is it newer? Like what? And he said, oh, you know that Tenga la Camisa Negra person that you know? And I said, yeah. He says, oh, older than that. And I go, okay. I said, so who? Dawn what? Hold on. What? Oh, he's trying to tell me a name. And maybe it has something to do with Dawn. Hold on. Do you know if the artist that is the song, does he ever wear like a black cowboy hat or something? I mean, he's not a cowboy, but would he perform in like that?
The music that I listen to, there's one person and he wears the sombrero, like
The sombrero. Oh, like the
yeah.
big, yeah. Okay, okay. That's as close as I'm gonna be able to get to that. But he's talking about like being there. He's trying to take it so far. Oh, it'll probably pop up later on. I just want to let you know that I am probably going to, like, this weekend, listen to every single Spanish love song that I possibly know from beforehand, and he will pull it out, and I'll be like, "Is it this one?" And you'll be like, "Yes." Just wait. Okay, sorry. This is it. It's so much fun for me. And he tell me, "Oh." Oh, it just said love. Oh, it just said true love. He loves you.
Oh,
He loves you. Okay. And come here, Dad. What happened? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So did we end up like, oh, I can feel y'all. So y'all were able to come around him at the very end? Like
yes.
physically be there? Okay, good. I said, so what happened? I said, tell me about this. And he says, oh, they were able to. And I said, okay, that means like grab and touch my hand. And he's talking about how, thank you for being there. And he, what? Just take his shirts and like make them into something for like all the kids or all the grandkids. I need y'all to like get on your shit, because he just took it, cut them all up, and then did something. Ha 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 ha. Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah,
his shirt.
yeah, yeah.
And she
Holy
did that
crap.
for all of us, all the kids and grandkids.
There you go. Wow. Cool. He got his shirt. He opened it up. He went. He sewed it back up. And I said, is this like a blanket or something? He goes, no, 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 no. And he said, "Oop." And I go, okay. And he says, good job about that. He likes that. Okay. And why? Tell me. I'm asking him about funeral and afterwards. Oh, oh. Oh, so everybody loved your dad? Everybody loved him? That's what he says. He says granddare. He says really big. And I said, oh, or he says like a lot of people showed up. And I said, really? And he says, everybody loved me. And I go, I can tell. I get it. And he says, thank you for that. He says, oh, we did have a viewing for him.
Yes.
Okay. He says, he goes like this. I said, so tell me about it. I said, were you cremated? Were you buried? He goes, oh, I looked like an angel. I go, oh, did you really? And he says the makeup. So like the makeup they put on him. And he's talking about how, oh, dropping. What are we dropping? What are we doing? Hold on. Maria, wait. Who is that? That's Marie. Who's Maria? Hold on. Did one of y'all drop a letter in his casket or something? Or did somebody, do you have any idea? Or like a little folded up note? Or something that would be about that big?
Picture.
Oh,
Picture.
picture. Just
Pictures.
like that big? Just, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, he showed me like the white on the back of one, or like the white of it. And then he says, oh, it's about that big. It's about that big. And you can hear it go thunk, 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 thunk. Okay. So know that he got it. Know that he knows about it. Okay. And he says, tell me. He really liked this setup. Apparently, the flowers were beautiful. Apparently, everything was beautiful. That's what he says. He goes, oh, my face was just the backdrop to and he shows me flowers, flowers, flowers. I go, oh, okay. I got you. I got you. And why? Hold on. Were we able, they ended up burying him, correct?
Yes.
They did. Oh, wow. Okay. He goes like this. Were we able to throw roses in on top of them?
Yes.
You did. Oh my God. Sorry. I've never had that happen before. He showed me, and I quote, an image of if I'm laying down where the coffin is looking up and there's roses hitting me in my face. That was, and I'm like, okay. And so he's talking about being there and seeing this, and he says, thank you for being here. And he says, but that's not me. I'm up here, and he's around you all the time. Okay. And why? Hold on. Did you? Colonic. Was he having a lot of things wrong with his colon too, or something? Or bowels?
He had a problem years ago with that, but it wasn't nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing crazy. He just said,
No.
somebody said colonic, which that is a thing that they put up your butt and clean you out. But other than that, I don't know what that is. I asked him if it was cancer, and he said no. So I'm
No.
like,
He
okay.
had a lot of
And
colonoscopies. He always had colonoscopies done.
oh, did he really? He had a ton of them.
Yes.
That may be one of the things. That may be something. And he says, tell me, come here. Who? Where? Rah, 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 rah. Okay. So Marie, some sport something. I don't know what this is, but we're going rah, rah, rah. Oh, what is that?
Cheer. I was in cheer.
You were in cheer.
For many
Oh,
years.
From the age of 14 to 16.
No.
holy
he-
crap.
he
Okay.
was just-
4 to 16. I'm sorry.
4 to
years.
16. That's rah, rah, rah. Siscoomba. That's like the original cheer.
Wow.
Good job. Thank you. I was like, rah, why were we yelling at? Okay. So he's talking about being there for you. And why? He sees you as that little girl. He sees you as that young adult all the time. Okay. You're his person. And why? Tell me. Hold on. Oh. Marie, you get on your mom's case. It's funny. Yeah. It goes like this. I said, what else about her? What else? He says, like, look the other way. Why are you getting on your mom's case so much? And mom gets stubborn, and it's okay. And you think you're doing a good job. And it is. Look at y'all. Look. And he's talking about how he sees all this. And he's just he did start out with saying like the boys or the brothers or something. And one of them is around you quite a bit, but the other one's not.
Yes.
Ah, okay. He says, oh, the boys, oh, so-and-so need to be nice to their mother. And I said, oh, and he says, one's there, one's not. And he says, but Marie. And I go, oh, he says, but it's all in love. I go, oh, okay. I'll tell her about that. And why? Ooh, Marie, are you like coming up on like a 10-year anniversary or like a significant anniversary with your spouse?
Next year is or 10.
Good job. Okay, he went through and he said, oh, he got a wedding ring and then he put it on. He says,
Our
maybe
wedding
you
anniversary.
should like,
Yes.
yes. And he's talking about how, make sure it's sacred or do something fun for it or like reinstate your vows or something. And he's talking about congratulations on that. Okay. And what? Her? Hold on. I'm sorry. You are you my granddaughter, are you talking to somebody right now?
I'm in a relationship, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So he goes like this. He says, nobody's gonna be good for her for a while. No. This one, it's fine. It's good. But when this it's okay. Be by yourself for like a year. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. And then something good will come your way. And essentially he's saying, don't try to, what do you call it? What? Okay. Essentially he's just talking about don't try to fit a square into a round hole. Okay. So if you start feeling like it's square and a round hole thing, let it go and something good will come later on. Okay. And why? So this person like wants to be the man, but do you make more money than them?
Not yet, but maybe once I'm done with school.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He goes like this. He has him going, I want to be the man. I want to be the man. What do you mean you want to be the man? But she's going to than you, like that. And he says, come on, come on, come on, new. So I think, just FYI, when you're done with school, that's really going to change everything in your perspective. It may end up causing the relationship to get pretty rocky. Let it go, be by yourself, readjust yourself, and then boom, something good will come. Okay. Okay. And when that time comes, just trust. And why? Oh, it just said promote. Hold on. Who? Interesting. Hold on. Well, I don't know what you are doing, my granddaughter, as far as like school goes, but you have a very cool feeling about if you ever wanted to go into law or like lawyer or like communications or something like that down the line. Whatever you're doing right now is fine, but you may even be going into like more of a legal side of it or whatever it is down the line. What are you getting your degree in right now?
Chemistry.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. Okay, so pause. We're just going to put this here, put it out in the world. It may be down the line that, as you work and as you do this and as you build it up, I don't know, you may be somebody that ends up getting called to like court, not because of you, but like on behalf of a company, or something like that. I'm just going to put that in the back and just think about it. It's not because you're going to go to jail or anything like that. I think it's like you're going to get well versed in that. So we're going to leave that there. And what? Tell me about her. Hold on. Oh, I have a question. Is somebody's name Anne?
And
Uh-huh.
for
Or middle
me,
name Anna? Yeah, somebody kept earlier they kept saying Anne. Oh my God, you know what that is? Nope, that's not y'all. That's not y'all. Right over here, my session for my next session popped up, and look what it says. 30 minutes for Anne. So we're gonna leave that there. Okay, that's weird. Okay, pause. We're gonna leave that there. Okay, come back over here. Hold on. Come here, Dad. What about him? Is he here? Hold on. Miércoles is Wednesday, right?
Miraculous. I think it's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. Okay, hold on. Did somebody die on a Wednesday? Or was there something about a Wednesday?
born on Wednesday.
Huh?
I was
What
born
day
on
did he-
Wednesday.
I don't know.
On
I don't remember
Wednesday.
what day it was. It might have been him though.
Well, he
Look up
I'm gonna look up on the
Yeah, do
calendar
it.
just to see.
2016
Do it.
on the 11th, right?
Yeah, one. Oh,
Just because
Well,
normally I don't have days of the week pop up in my brain, especially in Spanish. So that's why I'm like, well, maybe we're going to talk about it. I don't know.
my birthday landed that year.
Your birthday is.
he passed on a Tuesday.
He passed on a Tuesday. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what Wednesday would be. So it's okay. So hold on. Come here. Tell me. Come here. What about him? He's just saying that he's here. He's with everybody. He loves y'all, but he really does hang out in this house with you a lot. He's not stuck. There's nothing wrong. Tell me. He has his dad. He has. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So y'all were close with his father? Y'all never knew him. Okay. Yeah. He goes like this. He says, oh, like I met my father or I saw my father. And I go, okay. And he says, he's here. He watches y'all as well. But he's just talking about him. He's not like the great grandmother that popped up. And he says, tell me, who, what else? What else? What did you do? He's talking about how hold on. Mom, at the very end, I don't get this. He's very stubborn, not in a bad way. What is up with the driving situation? Mom, were you driving him like everywhere? You
Yes.
were. Okay. He goes like this. He says, tell her, he says, I have my car. I go, oh, okay. I said, what about this? He says, oh, she's no longer driving me. And I go, oh, okay. And so he's talking about like pulling out of the driveway or whatever this is. And he has his vehicle. So he's just talking about how his layer of reality is on top of yours. And that's what he's doing. He's also saying that, tell me. Oh my God, Marie must be a big Christmas person in a good way. Do you like tell your mom she needs to decorate more or something?
I think I tell you. She
Oh,
tells
you
me.
tell her. You. Okay. Yeah, he went and he put a Christmas tree behind you in that corner back there. I don't know if it actually goes there or if he's just trying to show me a Christmas tree. And then he says, oh, come on, do it more, do it more, do it more. He likes it. He likes the energy of it. He likes that y'all keep doing this. So whenever Christmas time comes around, just know that he's going to be there with you as well. And he says that, tell me, ooh, hold on. Come here. Give me a second. Hold on. He thinks this is very interesting. He says, channel. Tell me. Hold on. Weird. Mom, I would not put it past him. Maybe he's just talking about you. Mom, so you go and sit in the living room obviously by yourself a lot of times. But you just sit there and you snack and you watch TV.
Yes.
Okay. He's talking about, I said, what does she do? I said, she in her bedroom or not? He goes, oh no, she. And I go, oh, really? And he goes, yeah, tell her that I sit next to her and I watch her. And I go, oh, okay. I will let her know that. So yeah, so he hangs out with you. He hangs out with you. And he does love you. Why? Chips? Hold on. You must have yeah, uh-huh. He goes, chips. Tell me. Aw. So he had like his own chair, but y'all would sit together mostly?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He goes like this. I said, so where do you sit? He says, right next to her. I go, oh, okay. I said, you didn't sit in like separate chairs. He goes, no. Why? He says, I have my own. I said, I know. And so, yeah, your husband, your dad, your grandfather is still very much here. There are a lot of other people having this party in my brain right now, but they are all part of like your entire collective family. Your great grandmother, holy crap, is like your person that hangs out with you all the time and keeps everything in line. Who? He's talking about a single. Hold on. Did Dad have like a single gold cross necklace or something, or just a single gold necklace? He's not a gentleman that wears necklaces all the time or anything like that. But he's talking about how it was too tight for his neck, and so he like didn't wear it. Do you have any idea?
Not a necklace.
Okay.
Or did he?
Yeah,
A
Pop wore a
cross?
cross
Did he
necklace.
wear a cross?
My dad
A
did.
single cross. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Somebody's talking about they show me a gold cross or they show me a cross, and they said they don't have it, but like other people do. And he just keeps referencing that over and over again. So who has that cross?
My father.
No, who
Your
has it right
Oh,
now?
who has it? No.
Yeah.
My brother has the cross.
Your brother has the cross. Okay, so that would be your dad's nod to saying, "Hey, let's talk about this." Okay, so your dad is here as well. Okay. Yeah, he is around. He is around. He's trying to give time for your husband to communicate though.
That was
Because
good.
your great grandmother is a trip
So-
in a good way. And hold on, let me see. He what? Apparently your dad could like fix or do anything, which is really good. Or she's just talking about, he says, look at his hands, look at his hands. He says he's very good at what? Hold on. Oh. Your poor dad. God. He was like a husk when he crossed over. He's talking about laying there. He's talking about, hold on. Why? So dad didn't get to say goodbye to you, Mom,
He just.
but you
I
were
was
around
there.
him?
Yes.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
goes like this. He says he just shows an image of him like with the mouth open, and
Yeah.
then he goes like this. He goes, I just want to stay alive. But and I go, okay. I said, it's okay. And he's talking about how he used up all of his strength, absolutely all of it. And I go, I get it. Yeah, your dad is around. Your dad is around and he's helping your husband. But man, your grandmother is the cat's meow. She's my favorite. So y'all, this is what I want you to do, because I am gonna have to run to my next session. Otherwise, they're gonna be pissed at me. I want y'all to take a couple minutes. I want you to have a good breather, a good ugly cry. I want you to realize that you're not alone in your home, okay, in a good way. And I want you to keep talking to him. Just keep whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Okay. There is so much love. It's almost unimaginable. Like I haven't felt this type of love in like a really long time. And so just keep talking to them. They're going to be guiding you. They're going to be helping you. They're going to be sitting there watching you vacuum the floor. Okay. The whole 9 yards. Okay. And then if y'all need me, or if y'all ever have any other questions, just let me know. Just email
So
me.
just really quick.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
took a shot of William.
Yeah.
That's her boyfriend's name.
Shut up. Really? There it is. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, why? I'm like, William. I was like, that doesn't match anybody. Okay, it's because of that. So just know that they know. Okay, all the way through. Good catch. Good catch. And then I'm going to send this copy to you tomorrow. Okay?
Okay, perfect. Thank
All right,
you.
y'all. I love you.
Appreciate it, Amy. Appreciate it. Love
Anytime,
you.
y'all. Bye.